Hello and welcome to another practice day. My name is Paul McGlinchey, and today I'm working on Johann Sebastian Bach's Fugue in B-flat minor from Book 1 of the Well-Tempered Clavier. For the last number of days I've been working on beginning of page 2 from measures 37 through 50, and I feel pretty good with where those are now. Now I'm going to go back and solidify a few spots on page 1. And specifically, I've set up 3 deliberate practice games for this. One is measure 10 through 15, the other is measure 15 through 19, and the third is measures 30 through 34. The plan is that I'm going to focus on each of those intensely, try to get each of them right 3 times, and then tomorrow I'm going to take those 3 sections and do them interleaved practice. In other words, I'll do say 1 and then 3 and then 2 and then 3 and then 1 and then 2 and then 2 and then and do them in a somewhat random order. They have different practice purposes, different things that go on in the mind. The deliberate practice one is to kind of solidify it, solidify the mental images, and then interleaved is to test them out in a different way where they kind of get the first chance to do it, so to speak. More like performance where you just sit down and play. Interleave would be then doing that in different spots. Deliberate practice is more like hoeing a row, you're just digging deeper. That's kind of the strategy here for the next couple days. So I'm going to start. So again, these are more deliberate practice. I'm going to do 10 through 15 until I get them right 3 times, 15 through 19, and 30 through 34. I call it a game because I'm going to be keeping score. So if I get it right, then I'm going to give myself a point. Otherwise, I don't get a point. And then once I get 3 correct, then I'll move on to the next. Okay, so 10 through 15. And then each time I play, I'm going to prepare beforehand and then reflect afterwards. So here I'm going to, just before I try playing for the first time, I'm going to remind myself what I'm doing here, what I'm working on. This 4th voice comes in at the bottom. I got to remember that 4th finger there. That's critically important. This 4th finger there, 3rd finger there. These are all things I've dealt with in the past. And that's that. That's 10 through 15. Okay. That was quite out of rhythm, by the way. This is, now I'm going to play it in steady rhythm, trying to get all the way without, even if I make a mistake, I'm going to keep going. That's kind of like we're doing performance. I don't want to get used to, there are times when I will practice stopping and starting, but this is not one of them. This is where I'm going to, each of these kind of tries through, are going to try to get all the way to the end, unless there's an absolute disaster. Okay, so first time through 10 through 15, focusing on fingering and trying to keep the lines individual. 1 and 2. Yeah. See, I got the 4th finger, but I didn't arrive there. Okay, so very often I will put an X there if I don't make it, just to show that I did something, but even if it didn't go, that's just the way I do it. Okay, again, 10 through 15. 1 and 2. Okay, so that counts. That's 1 point. Okay, so I did well. I remembered this 1 point. Okay, so I did well. I remembered this one spot. I'm trying to link those top notes. Yeah, reaching that 2/4 is tricky, but I can still stretch those top notes. 5/4. Okay. Take 2. Or take 3, actually, trying to get it second point. 1 and 2 and. Okay, I chose to keep going even though I got that some note there wrong in the beginning. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to try again. I know what I need to do there. 1 and 2. Okay. I actually rescued the 4th finger there. I can't remember what I did, but I eventually fixed it. So that's good enough. Oops, I got through it. Okay, that's second time there. This will be the 3rd time, unless I decide to go further, but I think I'm just going to go 3 times for each and then decide what to do there. Okay, last time, hopefully. 1 and 2 and. All right, so that's 3 times there. All right, got that goal. Give myself a little bit of a stretch and a breath as a reward for getting there. Okay. Move on to the next 15 through 19. That's really just starting from the same spot. This line comes up. Now here's what the real tricky part I think that I'm working on. So it's in the right hand. The middle voice comes down. I got to switch the left hand there. Then I got to prepare for that stretch up to E flat. And that's where I stop. It goes on from there, but that's where I'm going to stop. Okay, so there's 3 voices in the right hand. Why do I have 4 going? Oh, I want to leave this G flat. Yeah, this line. Okay. Yeah. Sounds like one line, but it's actually two. D, 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 D. Notice this A flat coming down to the G flat there. Okay. All right. I didn't keep score there. I can't remember if I started. I don't think so. I'm going to start again. That's this bit where the first time. 1 and 2. Okay. I think I did okay. Did fine with fingering and everything, and I think that separation of those two voices is pretty good. Okay, so that's one time correct through there. Again, 1 and 2 and. And then not wanting to go on, but I did. Okay, that's going a lot better than I thought. Again, that's 2 out of 3. 1 and 2. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to just go straight on to the next one. I got that one. That's 3 out of 3. So I'm going to stretch again, give myself a little reward for reaching the goal. Okay. Okay, the next one is measure 30 through 34, which is this here. And that's it. So at 30, I've got 4 voices. Okay, so here's where the 5th voice comes in at the bottom. Not going to worry too much about making those sound like those low notes, because that's just a stretch. I'm going to need to do some pedal, I think, to really smooth it out. Okay, from the top. 1 and 2. Well, it's going okay. I had some finger fumbles there in the left and right hand. Switch there. So I didn't quite get it. I made it all the way to the end, but I didn't quite get it the way I wanted. Okay, try again. Second time through. 1 and 2. I was uncertain. I got it. The thumb under, and then the fifth finger down there. Okay, so I didn't make it through there. 0 for 2 still. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay. A little bit of a pause there, but I'm going to let that go. Still creating the mental images about what it's supposed to do. A little bit of pause there to let it go is all right, as long as it doesn't stay paused, so to speak. All right. Going for number 2. 1 and 2. Okay. That's number 2. Try again. This will be the last one. 1 and 2. Last one if I make it. 1 and 2 and. Okay. That's 3. That's that one. Excellent. Okay. And I've gotten here actually sooner than I thought. So I'm ready to go move on to the interleaved practice. And I'm going to go back to 2 and 2, 1, 3. I think I'm going to do this time around. Okay, so 2 is 15 through 19. So now I'm going to just do each of them. Now that I've gone through and done the deliberate practice part, I'm going to do the interleaved part on the same sections. Okay, so this is section 2, 15 through 19. Do a quick look, a little preparation, get it in my mind before I do it. Yes, this spot. Okay. 1 and 2 and. I didn't make it. Shoot. What happened there? Okay, so didn't make it there. All right, so now back up to 1, 10 through 15. So yeah, that I think it was the left hand got hung up there or started falling off the black key. Okay, So back to number one, or yeah, this section. With this. Okay. One, and two. Okay. Got that one. I did that switch. That was fun. Felt a little uncomfortable through that last measure, but that time felt good. Coming out of this hand position. Maybe just get the torso back. Okay. Now number 3, 30 through 34, this one. Okay. 1 and 2 and. Okay. Gotta do that. I'm gonna let that go. Know what I need to do. 1 and 2 and. Okay, gotta hold out that B flat there at the bottom. But I'll say B flat there at the bottom. But I'll say that's 0 plus 1. So not quite up to where I want it to be, but got through and very close. Okay, so now I'm going to go. Now I've gone through the 3 sections each once. Interleaved practice. Now I'm going to go through each of the 3 again in a different order. This time I'm going to go 1, 3, 2. I can remember that. So I'm going to at least start with the first one. Do a quick look. Okay, don't want to spend too much time prepping. 1 and 2. Okay, that one's got 2 good marks. Okay, the third one. 1 and 2 and. Yeah, still not holding out that B flat there on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to give myself another. For the most part, it's good. Same score, 0 plus 1. Okay, middle one, 15 through 19, which I didn't get a point on last time. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay. I think I've got all 5 voices going on there. All right. Now I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. Go back to the third section. 1 and 2 and. Okay, got that one. Back to the second section. 1 and 2 and. Okay. Now back to the first section. 1 and 2 and. Okay, that's going well. Now I'm going to do 2, 1, 3 again. 2, 1, and 2. Okay. 2, 1, 3, and then I will be done. Yes. 1 and 2 and. Okay. And the last time through, number 3. 1 and 2 and. I didn't hold down that B flat, so I'm going to give myself 0 plus 1 because I got most the rest of it right. Okay, so I had 3 goals. There are 3 games, 3 sections that I was working on. Created 3 deliberate practice games for them to get them right 3 times, and then I did the same 3 sections but in interleaved practice, where I just did each of them 1 time through, keeping score each time. So tomorrow will be something new. I think I'm going to probably go back to measure 2. I've done really concentrated practice first on page 1 and then on the top of page 2, almost like on the whole kind of deliberate practice. There was some interleaved practice going on, but now I'm going to kind of maybe start bouncing back and forth 1 day at a time, a kind of higher level interleaved practice, so to speak. At least that's a plan for now. We'll see how things change. So again, my name is Paul McGlinchey. Have a good day. Bye for now.